Once upon a time, there was a company called Blockbuster Video, and they went bankrupt because they failed to adapt to market changes and the rise of streaming platforms like Netflix. But now Netflix is failing to adapt to market changes and the rise of social media platforms like X. Elon Musk and libs of TikTok started a massive viral trend that is making thousands of people cancel and share their canceling of their Netflix memberships because they are sick and tired of Netflix pushing woke agendas on their children. In a show that is targeted to 3-year-olds, they have these two men that they never explicitly say are partners, but it is very obvious, and their adopted son is dancing around in ballerina skirts. Here is another documentary that is pushing trans mental illnesses.
For the last 5 years, court has played a big part in my family's life.
To have a complete stranger having to make a decision about my body was really distressing, and I felt really powerless.
I mean, it's honestly just sick. And a lot of people say, well, instead of complaining about it, just turn off your TV. And so that is what people are doing. They're just like, okay, we're done with Netflix. Enough is enough. It's really something when they do it with these bright colors and really loud and fast animations that are directed at little children. It's gross.
Everything okay, Fred?
Oh, the last time I saw my grandma, I used a different name and pronouns. Well, that was before I discovered that Fred feels more like me.
While it's so in our faces, they push it subtly, because if your kid is watching a cartoon and you're kind of looking at it here and there, you might not notice unless you're watching the entire thing or paying a lot of attention, because they slip in little sentences like this. And after some time, it is truly going to affect our kids. I mean, look at what it's already done to our country. Okay, this is another show, Transformers Earth's Park, a kids show on Netflix.
I know I'm safe when I'm with my friends or other non-binary people.
Non-binary?
People who aren't female or male. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's just absolute insanity. And the problem is they have so much influence, and they know it, because kids look up to these characters with the music and the emotion. They aspire to be heroes as well. They're trying to make all of these social justice warriors of causes that shouldn't even exist or be up for debate. I guess this is another clip from the same show.
Of course. Morgan, can you switch,
Nightshade's pronouns are they, them.
He or she just doesn't fit who I am.
My apologies. Please switch their piece.
Normal adults don't even want to use this language. So why would you try to make children or the children of parents who disagree with this to use that type of language? And it is so true that liberals will not have their own children, and so they want to come after our children. And nowadays it's even scarier because so many kids watch on iPads or on phones, and it's a lot more private, and it's not as easy to control what they are seeing. There are so many clips that people are sharing of woke stuff happening in Netflix shows, but if we were really to share every single one of them, it would be like we would just completely copy and paste all of Netflix series. I mean, it is all over Netflix. You cannot avoid this LGBTQ push, and it happens all around the world. And so often people are like, what the heck? Because they get into series and they are really invested in the storyline, and then all of a sudden one of the characters turns out to be gay or lesbian, and it's just like, well, come on, you know? It's like they want to see what happens in the story, but this is being pushed in their face the entire time, and people don't like it. So either Netflix can catch up to the times and catch up to America's revival and people returning to their faith, or they can go broke, because that's just the way that it works. People despise stuff like this, especially when you're pushing it on their children.
I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney, and I can choose if and when I tell people. I've never been happier. And that's saying something when I spent today chased by terror.
honestly, it makes me so angry because they know that it is insanity and it's not something natural or something that children naturally debate amongst themselves, because otherwise, why would they be pushing it and shoving it down their throats? So here we have a guy who is the creator of the show, and people are exposing him because after Charlie Kirk's assassination, he was one of those assholes that mocked it. Sometimes watching too much TV and wasting days on a series is not the best use of our time anyways. And so this just really tops it off for Enough is Enough.
It took a while, but we finally found a file for a Bailey Del Vecchio. Is 32 Burnhill Road still the current address? Yeah. Have you been giving him fluids? If he's dehydrated, we'll need to place an IV. Have him change into this. Well...
I hear someone's not feeling well. Let's take a look at the little man.
Bailey is not a boy. And by treating her like one, you are completely ignoring who she is. You're making her feel insignificant and humiliated. And that's not gonna help her feel good or safe or calm. So, from here on out, please recognize her for who she is. And if at all possible, could you find me a non-blue hospital gown?
Again, making it seem like she is the hero, and that could be you one day standing up to those mean doctors. Here is another post that says this is a children's cartoon on Netflix called Jurassic World Camp whatever. Since when has something like this been considered appropriate for children? Never. And it still is not. And so the fact that Netflix is showing cartoon to young children it's gross and it's creepy.
Dave will be marrying mixed martial arts champion Jiu-Jitsu Joe.
He's the undisputed champion of my heart.
Good hustle.
And they do it all in the name of inclusivity, yet there never seems to be much inclusivity at all for Christian or American values and beliefs.
So cozy. I'm Frankie. Pronouns they, them. I'm only 15 days old.
Hi, Claudine. She, her. Nice to meet ya.
My full name is Frankie Stein. I was just created by my parents, but not in the way that others are created by their parents, like werewolves. I was actually made.
When it really comes down to it, we cannot control what Netflix does. And I think that Americans are realizing that it's like, okay, well, we cannot control the people that you guys hire, the scripts that you guys write, and the ages that you are going to be sending this stuff out to, but we can control not to consume this stuff any longer. Here is another example of a cartoon of a little boy prancing around in a dress. And this just reminds me of how Bad Bunny is going to be doing the Super Bowl, which is really strange because he doesn't even create music in English. And everybody is bringing up one of his music videos where he had these massive fake boobs and just all of this drag makeup and how he was wearing a dress and high heels. And again, why is this shoved down our throats when even the customer base of Netflix doesn't like it? They don't agree with it. Just like the fans of the NFL are probably mostly conservative men who also hate this kind of stuff. Either Netflix is going to change or they're going to lose their entire customer base.
Jurassic World. I thought it was about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, guys. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Jurassic World, guys. Protect the kids. Protect your kids. Yeah. Sometimes you have to watch what they watch.
Parents feel deceived by Netflix because when they say this is a children's and family category, you're going to think that they're going to talk about things that kids need to learn, like sharing or their ABCs or math or the colors and the shapes, but not things that are still being discussed amongst adults, and it honestly, it shouldn't even be up for debate. In my opinion, all of this trans and LGBTQ stuff is just a result of the mental illness crisis that we have in our country. I am a part of the group that unfortunately cannot cancel a Netflix subscription because I do not have one. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!